If you're trying to figure out what small business to start, this is where most people will typically get stuck. They either overthink it or just tend to chase something very complicated, when in reality, there are very simple businesses already working in almost every city that people just flat out ignore. And in this video, I'm going to break down 8 small businesses that are 1, low competition, 2, practical to start, and 3, already making money. My name is Johnny Robinson, and over the last 8 years, I've been in the trenches building and scaling home service businesses. I first built a window cleaning business to over $1.3 million in sales. I helped then build a cleaning business for my mom that now does over $40,000 a month as recent as this recording, which I'll show you on the screen. And we've helped over 3,000 people start their own home service businesses. So when I talk about what works, it's coming from a place of actual experience. And before we get into it, this isn't me saying you're gonna watch this video and go make a ton of money or even make a single dollar. I'm simply showing you different business models to spark ideas and give you a look at how these actually work in the real world, and whether you're looking for a side hustle or something you want to grow into a full-time income so you can leave your 9-to-5. The opportunity is there with all of these, but what you do with it is entirely up to you. That said, let's jump right into it. Business number 1 is Headstone cleaning. And this is one of those businesses that most people don't even realize exists. But once you hear it, it makes total sense why people pay for this and why people have these businesses. So if you don't know what a headstone is, I'm talking about a grave headstone. So when somebody gets buried, they typically have a headstone that says their date of birth, the date that they passed away, their name, etc. Over time, these headstones will build up dirt, algae, and weather stains. And for families, this is something that is very personal to them, rightfully so, right? They want it to look clean and taken care of. But most people don't know how to clean it properly without damaging the actual stone. So they hire someone. And the actual process is really pretty straightforward. You're just using specialized cleaning solution with soft brushes and low pressure water to safely restore the stone without causing damage. In terms of pricing, if you're looking to get started in this, you can charge anywhere from $50 to $200 per headstone depending on the condition and size. And what I love is that this is a B2C business, and in B2C businesses, business to consumer, you can charge really whatever you want within reason, right? Where this gets interesting is when you batch jobs. If you line up multiple headstones in the same cemetery, you can complete several in just a short period of time and build up a solid daily revenue depending on how many you stack in a route. I've even seen people post before and afters of these on Facebook and get a ton of local traction just from that alone, because it's one of those things people don't really think about until they see it. So customer acquisition here is very community driven, local Facebook groups, word of mouth, and simple outreach. And as you grow, this is something you can systematize by having someone else handle the cleanings for you while you focus on working on the business instead of in the business by bringing in more jobs and marketing more. Now that's one, definitely a little more niche, but this next one is way more mainstream and is in demand pretty much everywhere. Number 2 is a mobile mechanic, but you're going to be focused on basic high demand services. I'm not talking about going and doing full engine rebuilds or crazy services. I'm talking the basics: oil changes, battery replacements, tire changes, things people constantly need. The reason this works is convenience. This is the same concept as why people call a barber to their house or have a mobile barber, so they don't have to go into the barber shop. It's very convenient, but they're willing to pay more for it. People don't want to sit in a shop or deal with scheduling around their day. So if you can show up to their home or their office and take care of it, they're often willing to pay way more for that. And from an execution standpoint, all you're doing is scheduling jobs, driving to the customer, and then completing quick services on site. Prices will typically range from $80 to $200 plus depending on the service. So if you're doing multiple jobs per day, you can build up meaningful daily revenue. And this is before we even talk about upsells. We've all been to a mechanic and said, hey, you want to add on this extra coolant? You want to add this, that, or the other thing? Like, there's a bajillion things you can upsell because you're actually seeing the inside of the car. If you're watching this and this one sticks out to you, probably already thinking of different upsell ideas. That being said, I've personally seen guys build this just off convenience alone, literally just showing up to people's driveways and knocking out quick jobs all day. Customer acquisition is likely going to come from Google Business Profile, local SEO, Facebook Marketplace, and also referrals. And then when demand starts to build, you can scale this by adding more techs and running multiple vehicles. Now, this next one is interesting because most people think of it as a one-time job, but the real opportunity is turning it into something repeatable. Number 3 is building a fence staining route. Wood fences need to be cleaned and restained every couple of years to prevent fading and long-term damage. But instead of treating this like a one-time job, you can turn it into a route-based business. All you do is focus on one neighborhood at a time and complete multiple homes, and then come back seasonally or every couple of years for maintenance. The actual job involves cleaning the fence, applying stain, and making sure that everything is sealed properly. Pricing here can range anywhere from $300 to $1,000 plus depending on the size. And you might hear those numbers and think, I can charge that much money for this? You absolutely can, because think about how much a custom fence costs, right? You're talking likely sometimes in the tens of thousands of dollars. So when someone's spending that kind of money on a fence, they can probably afford to keep it maintained and looking nice over the years. So completing just a few homes in a day can build up really strong revenue depending on your pricing. And once you're in a neighborhood, it's not uncommon to pick up multiple houses just from people seeing the work being done next door. This happened all the time when me and Sergio ran the window cleaning business. So the customer acquisition is very simple. It's door-to-door, targeting worn fences and local Facebook groups using before and afters. And once you start to get some momentum and the snowball really starts to take form, you're really just focused on continuing to add on to a route, and you have lots of recurring revenue. Now, this next one is something that a lot of people put off, but are more than willing to pay someone else to handle. Number 4 is garage organization. Garages tend to become catch-all spaces. Tools, storage bins, trash cans, random clutter, right? That's what my garage looks like. And most people don't want to deal with organizing it, so they hire someone. And the process involves clearing out the space, organizing items into categories, and setting up systems so it actually stays clean and functional. You're basically just taking a space that's normally chaotic and cluttered and turning it into something that's usable again. Home organization's a thing, but garage organization is also a thing, and a really big business, and it's part of an overall $40 billion home improvement market. And yes, some of these franchise locations are doing millions of dollars a year. You can also upsell shelving, racks, ceiling storage, and lots of different other organization systems, which can increase the overall ticket quite a bit, especially if you're going to source materials and bundle it into the job. Pricing is going to typically range from a few $100s to well over $1,000, depending on the job and how cluttered it is to begin with, and also the size of the garage. Larger garages or more involved setups can get even higher. And because the transformation is so visual, the before and after content is absolutely going to crush for getting you more leads. Your potential customers will see these all over social media, and that makes it, again, that much easier to get your first customers because people instantly understand the value. They're going to see the beautiful job you did organizing some messy garage, and they're going to think about how messy their garage is, and they're going to be like, you know what? Let me fill out this form and learn a little bit more. Now, this business would absolutely crush from Facebook ads, local groups like the other ones I talked about, referrals, and social media posts. And also think too, partnerships with realtors and interior designers would probably absolutely crush it. Over time, you can turn this into a team-based service where others handle the work and you focus on booking jobs and quoting different garages, especially the bigger ones, and overall just standardizing the process and turning this into a real business. Now, up to this point, most of these businesses require you to actually go out and do the work. But this next one is the complete opposite. Number 5 is a remote cleaning business, and this one is my absolute favorite on the list because it's one of the few where you can start it like a small business but operate it very differently. Now, what do I mean by that? Most people think if you start a cleaning company, the traditional route is you go out, you start doing the cleaning, and then you go hire someone to work alongside you, and then eventually that person can have another person work with them, and then you can finally get out of the field and stop doing the work. A remote cleaning business takes that traditional way of running a cleaning business and completely flips it on its head. Because with this model, you don't do any cleaning yourself. Now, you're still starting a cleaning business. You're still attracting customers in whatever area you're starting in. But instead of doing the labor and starting out doing that, you're focused on running the business, working on the business instead of in it. You handle the marketing, the scheduling, and the customer experience and the onboarding, while you hire independent cleaners who already have all the equipment and to actually go out and complete the work for you from day one. So from a day-to-day standpoint, all you're doing is getting jobs, assigning those jobs to contractors, and making sure the customer has a great experience. This is the exact same model that we've used for ourselves, and we've now helped over 3,000 people go out and start businesses using the same approach. And if you want to see how this actually works step by step, you can actually click the link in the description below. In that link below, you'll get access to our 10K 90-day launch kit. Inside, you're going to get access to a 12-minute case study where we break down how this whole thing works, real world examples of people seeing success with this model, so you can get a full understanding and picture of how it works. And if this is for you, you get access to our cash flow planner, so you can actually map out and see how long it's going to take for you to get the business up and running and generating the amount of cash flow you'd like on a monthly basis, factoring in everything going on in your day-to-day, week by week, and really just see based on your area how much you can realistically earn with a remote cleaning business. And last but not least, you're going to have our full 30-day launch checklist, so you can go through and check off all the boxes so you can get this business started from the very beginning at the foundations to making your first sale all within 30 days. Again, you can grab that in the link in the description below. The reason this business works so well is because of demand. There are homes, or I should say buildings, everywhere, because you can apply this to not only residential, but you can apply it to commercial, short-term rentals, and construction cleanup. So there's lots of different markets to go after. But the best part about that is all these buildings get dirty over and over again. And because more households have both people working, more and more people are outsourcing cleaning, which means you're not just getting a bunch of one-time jobs. Buildings do get dirty again, which makes weekly, bi-weekly, monthly recurring cleans so common in this industry. So once you get customers, they tend to stick, assuming you do a good job, of course. Now, in terms of numbers, most cleaning jobs fall somewhere in between the $250 to $350 range. You're going to see the higher ends be your first-time deep cleans, and the closer to $250 ones be your recurring cleans. Obviously, this pricing depends on the size of the home and your market, but typically you're paying your contractor a portion of that, usually 40 to 50%, while you keep 50 to 60% for the business. So as an example, if you had 10 to 20 recurring customers, you could be doing multiple jobs per week, which starts to build into consistent monthly revenue over time. This, of course, depends on your pricing and retention, but from a setup standpoint, you really just need a few core things to get started. You need a booking system, a way to take calls, and basic insurance. You don't need trucks or vehicles, or you don't have to store equipment for your cleaners. You don't even need to be the one in the field. Customer acquisition looks very similar to a normal cleaning business. Facebook ads, local Facebook groups, Nextdoor, referrals, and local marketing, networking, things like that. But your focus is on building demand, not doing the labor. And as you grow, you scale this by bringing on more customers and more contractors without being limited by your own time. And what I like most about this is that it gives you a way to start small, but build something that isn't capped by how many hours you can actually personally work. I'm going to come back to this one at the end because there's a reason we focus on it so much. That being said, let's get back into some simpler, quick win type of services. Number 6 is TV mounting. People buy really large TVs and then they realize they don't want to deal with mounting them, so they hire someone. The job is super straightforward, exactly like it sounds. You mount the bracket, secure the TV, and make sure it's level and safe. These jobs usually take 30 minutes to an hour once you know what you're doing, and the more you do, obviously, just like any other skill, the faster you're gonna get. You can charge typically $100 to $300 for this, but you can charge more for things like hiding wires, mounting maybe say above a fireplace, or working with more difficult wall types. So if you're doing multiple jobs per day, you can build up some solid daily revenue. One thing that's gonna help you a lot in this is stacking jobs in the same area, so you're not wasting time driving all over your county or metro. But once you do a few jobs, referrals do tend to come in quickly because people always know someone who just bought a TV or is moving into, a new place. Customer acquisition is going to come from platforms like Thumbtack, TaskRabbit would be a huge one, and referrals, especially in apartments or new developments. This can easily scale by adding obviously more installers and turning it into a small team where multiple jobs are being completed each day. What this looks like at scale is just a handyman business. But this next one is more of a B2B play, and this is where things can get really consistent. And number 7 is mobile shredding. Businesses and offices need to securely dispose of documents, so they typically outsource it. You go to their local location, you collect documents, and you shred them. In some cases, this is done on site, which can be a premium service. And in other cases, you're picking it up and handling it later, depending on how you set it up. Before you hear this one and think, well, who even carries documents anymore? You'd be very surprised. There's a company called Iron Mountain where their whole business is literally just mobile shredding. And guess how much revenue they do? Billions of dollars a year. So if you're at all worried about, the cloud or AI or this or that, this still needs to be done. and you can easily grab yourself a little share of the market. Jobs can range anywhere from $100 to a few $100s per visit depending on volume, but the real opportunity is recurring contracts with these big corporations or even medium-sized corporations. As long as you can build relationships with businesses and service them regularly, I'm talking monthly, even bi-weekly, you're able to create a predictable income that actually stacks over time. I've seen businesses turn this into a route where they're hitting the same offices every month, which makes operations, a lot more efficient and consistent. And because these are businesses, once they trust you, they tend to stick around. So customer acquisition is going to come largely from personalized outreach. I'm talking calling, emailing, hitting people up on LinkedIn, visiting local offices, and targeting industries that deal with a lot of paperwork. Think medical, legal, financial. And this scales by building routes and increasing frequency and eventually adding more service days or vehicles as demand starts to grow. And this last one is one of those old school businesses that's been around forever, but still works and should forever work. Number 8 is chimney sweeping. Fireplaces need to be cleaned regularly for safety, especially before colder seasons, and most homeowners don't want to deal with it. So they hire someone. The process typically involves cleaning soot, removing buildup, and inspecting the chimney to make sure that everything is safe to use. You can also upsell inspections or minor repairs depending on what you find, which can increase your average job value. Pricing is going to range typically from $150 to $500 depending on the job, the condition of the chimney, and any additional services it might need. Now, during peak season, you can start to stack multiple jobs per day, and demand tends to spike heading into colder months when people are getting ready to use their fireplaces again. So timing your marketing around that season can actually make a huge difference in how quickly you fill your calendar. Customer acquisition, again, similar to all the ones we talked about, is going to come from local SEO, Google reviews, referrals, local groups, and also seasonal demand. People literally search for this when they need it, and like the others, this can scale with more technicians or even expand into related services like dryer vent cleaning or inspections. There's chimney sweeping companies that generate 7, even 8 figures, so don't think this one can't get really, really big. That being said, those are 8 small businesses you can start right now today, and the common thread with all of these isn't that they're flashy, it's that they're actually practical. Anybody can do these. These are the types of small businesses that exist in pretty much every city. They all already have existing demand and don't require you to reinvent anything to get started. And that's where most people get stuck, is they keep looking for something perfect or something brand new instead of just picking something simple and getting it off the ground. Meanwhile, the competition are building small local businesses like these every day, getting a few customers, figuring it out, building their skill set, and growing it from there. And if you got to the end of this video and you want to know how the remote cleaning business works step by step, and you finally want to actually take a leap into trying something and get off the fence, click the link in the description below, grab our 10K 90-day launch kit. Inside the 10K 90-day launch kit, you're going to get a step-by-step guide on how to get this thing up and running and see real examples of people probably just like you who are absolutely crushing it with this model, the income calculator and the cash flow planner, which you can project out your revenue on a monthly basis so you can see how much you can actually earn, and you can actually see how well of a fit your local area is. And then most importantly, you're going to have the 30-day launch checklist, so you can go from foundations to making your first sale within 30 days and make sure you don't skip a single step. That's all included completely for free if you just click the link in the description below. If not, take one of these ideas, actually run with it, and if you got value from this, hit the like button, drop a comment which one you'd actually consider starting, and then subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.